And good evening, everybody. This is Mike, aka Autotech. We are going to be playing Lumber Tycoon 2 tonight here on Roblox. And for tonight, we are going to go gather ourselves some zombie wood to work on our lawn landscaping over here. So, we are going to try to use the bridge to get there. So first off, we're going to have to go and get ourselves a little bit of dynamite. So some background, we've been playing this game since about 2015 or so. Oh, somebody dropped the bridge for us, how nice. We've been playing the game since about 2015. And took a break for a few years. Came back, decided to finish this house build. Thought I would share it with everybody instead of being so selfish. Yeah, where are we going? Are we all going to the same place? Nope, he's going to fancy furnishings. And we're gonna head back here to the shack. So, like I was saying, figured I'd share a little bit about my building and maybe small parts of my life, figure things out. Since we're all kind of stuck indoors for the most part now. Yes, Bob, I would absolutely love to take your dynamite for 220. Let's do this. In fact, you know what? Bob, is it okay if I take a couple more pieces? You're okay with that? Alright, let's get some more. Do you have any more? No more, Bob. Alright, Bob. Yes, Bob, I will take this for 220. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. So polite in this game, aren't they? There we got a couple pieces of dynamite. You know what? We'll go ahead and take 3. Yes, Bob, I would love to take it. Thank you so much again. So, we'll take our 3 boxes of dynamite here up to the top of the volcano and see if we can't possibly find a way to get that bridge to come down. I have not done this. Probably been about 3 or 4 years now. So, should be interesting. I'm still trying to get caught up with all the new stuff in the game. Go ahead and I'm not familiar with any of the new axes, so if you are up to date with all the new axes that I may or may not be missing, go ahead, leave a comment below and let me know what it is I'm looking for so I can get that taken care of. In fact, a full list of items that I'm missing would be great. I think the last time I jumped on and played for a short time, I got an end times axe a couple years ago, with some end times wood, and even some of the yellow wood down in the cave down there. Had some people help me out and show me how that worked. So, but I've been gone since then. I'm not familiar with what gifts and axes I may be missing, or any new Easter eggs for that matter as well. I also consider myself a collector, so I like to try to have one of every item. That way I can display it into our lovely home over there sometime soon. I always love the music up the mountain. Not such a fan. Not such a fan of the volcano. It's been many years. Alright, we can do this. We can do this. We're going to try to chop this into a... Whether I want to stay on the outside or the inside. Yeah, here we go. Fail number 1, guys. It's alright. We still got about, 25 more minutes or so. Let's see if we can't recover. That one hurt. And I know some of you are like, well, why didn't you just go up from the other side over by the shack? Bring it back down that way. Well, because I would really like to try to see if the bridge still works so that we can drive back there. Looks like somebody got some end times wood. Sarah, no, can we please cross the bridge? It's a deal. Thank you. Wait. Someone must have went underneath there and gotten some end times earlier in the server. Anybody know? Let us know if anybody knows whether we can still make it over to the sanctuary to get the yellow wood. Or if it's even still there anymore. I'm not even sure anymore. Oh man, we lost all our access to it. Oh. What did we lose? We lost an end times axe, a rookery, and a fire axe. I'm sure I got more laying around somewhere. If not, I'm sure we can find one quickly. Hey Bob. I know what you're thinking. I'm just back so soon. I promise it's not an act of terrorism. This stuff here. May I have these, Bob? Oh, I would love to. Yeah. Cool. Thank you. Can I have this other one too, Bob? Alright, thank you again, Bob. You're welcome. Alright, so let's try this again. We're gonna go with 2 pieces this time. And I guess we will go pick up another axe on our way back. It's a long drive. So as I was mentioning earlier, we're all stuck inside a lot more often than usual. Maybe not as much to do. Some of us more than others, so we decided to take this time to try to continue being social and not hidden and withdrawn from the rest of the outside world. Decided to start streaming here. What is that? Oh, is that a rookery axe right there waiting for us already? In the garage? Oh, look at that. An axe already ready to go. And we'll just go with the rookery axe for now. Go to shut our door. Oh, lag. Alright. I know it's always easier in the smaller car. In fact, that's how we used to do it within the smaller car. It's all coming back to me now. Leave the big one at the bottom. Take the small one out. Sacrifice the small one. Up we go. Really try and decide what we do when we get up here. Will I try to chance it again? Even if I do, No. So here's what we're doing. We're gonna park the truck over here by the bridge area anyways. Take our axe, drop it off. Go home and get the small truck so we can actually make it to the top. Assuming we still have a small truck. I think it's right here. Probably gonna be blocked in just a little bit. Oh shoot, what'd I do? Get out of there. No, come on. Come on. Yep. Oh, there we go. See if we get this one out of the way too. All our roofing material. And spawn truck. There we go. And we'll just maybe sneak past all this. Oh man, there's a bunch of glass right there and there. Alright. Let's go ahead and drive right through the sawmill here. I'm glad that still works. Alright, so the car feels so slow. We'll work on going back up the volcano. This time we'll stop, grab the dynamite, get up to the top of the volcano tree that's sitting up there, the lava wood. Our actual goal is to get right up in here where the cursor is pointing. And you can hopefully get up there with the dynamite and blast the piece of rock down that creates the bridge for the truck to actually drive across over to the swamp area. Driving up the volcano used to be my least favorite thing to do. And in Defaultio's new game... Oh, where'd it go? Defaultio's new game, Projoot, or Test 2, however you want to know it as. He also has yet another volcano that I absolutely dread going anywhere near. In fact, I've been up to the top of it once, and it was just because I had been lucky enough to find a small glitch in the game. It actually allows you to be patient enough, crawl up the side. Oh wow, I don't ever remember doing this. Oh man, this red is foggy. I can't see anything. Holy cow. Whoa! Oh no! Oh, we almost had it. We had the wrong turn. I saw her. Dynamite go flying. Oh, go, go, go. Up to the top so we can heal. Oh man, that was so bad. Epic fail. Oh man. Can we see our dynamite? Did it get saved? Oh no. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. I see it. I see at least one piece. Oh man. Oh, and there's another. And I don't think there's any way to save it either. I think it's gone. So the way this would normally work is you'd Drop the car back off down the mountain down there. And we would take our dynamite off over the edge here and drop it. You don't want to drop it this close because sometimes it'll bounce down and over past that rock down there that you're looking at, that rectangle right there. Then you would normally come down here. Continue the dynamite down to the next ledge. And then place this big rectangle down this slope. Place it there, detonate it. Blast that big old rock down the slope. And it would land in between those pieces of land down there in that valley. And then you just drive the truck across. Alright, can we get this? Apparently we can walk on the slopes. I don't remember being able to walk on this slope before. And we can walk darn near all the way up it. Where does that change? Huh. I think we moved too far, didn't we? There we go. So, how do we want to address this problem now? Well, I guess jump in the truck and let's see if we can take a shortcut down without getting stuck. There we go. Down the hill we go. Some people are just kind of rude. Just like that. Alright, so I guess we will give in and get some more practice on the volcano later. Oops. No, no catch. Fine. Okay. No big deal. Thank you, Sam. Take the deal. And we'll go the back way. Alright, here we go. Bridge down. Some of you might not know it, but there's actually a portal. At least there used to be. Yep, there's a portal. Right up here. It actually takes you by the Bluewood Cave. So, the other end of it's in the Bluewood Cave, so you can actually get your bluewood, chop it up, throw it through that hole, have a friend here with a truck, collecting it, while you're sending it over, so you don't have to worry about losing your wood on the ferry. Let's see here if I can remember if we want to park the truck over here somewhere. This won't go there. Oh, that's somebody cut that and go up there? Or is that just time? It's just getting ready to die. Well, it's as if somebody had cut it and placed it there to crawl up there, and I didn't know of anything special, so wanted to investigate. So for those of you who didn't know, there is a shack over here where we got the dynamite from, across from there. Right there. If you follow this back wall over into this corner, kind of hidden away in a nook, what you're going to do is you want to find a big tree, like this one, and we're going to knock it down. I don't know if there's a faster axe than this or not anymore. Seems like I heard something about a Manning axe, but I don't know anything about that. If you know anything about the Manning axe, feel free to drop a comment and educate me about it. Let's see here. As you can tell, yes, I am playing with a Xbox controller. Let's see. Just kind of toss it up into the corner here. Parkour your way up, just like this. I like to leave the tree there for the next guy. I don't mind sharing. There's plenty of wood up here. I'm not hoarding it all. Zombie wood. Up we go. Yep, just keep going up these ramps here. That player was actually very surprisingly patient and polite about asking for a little bit of money. I definitely don't mind helping some people out. This invisible glitch drives me insane. Alright, so into the swamp we go. Get our first sign of trees. I remember when I first started playing, none of us were very educated well about the game, so we always thought, you know, people tell us, oh, you know, spook trees, they only go up here, you get spook wood up here. In Sinister Wood, you just gotta kind of hit all the trees until you find one that spits out the right color. And so we'd spend hours coming up here, just hours, and hitting all the gold trees, hoping to just find one that was in fact spook or sinister. That was also back in the days when pinkwood was still a very real thing. But, and I think you used to get it by some sort of trick with dynamite and the Y on the Yes store. But I believe by the time I started playing that was already patched. The glue had already been fixed. But it didn't stop people from having the pinkwood in the game still that had already acquired it. And of course there were plenty of people duplicating it, so if you found the right person you could actually buy a piece or buy a few pieces and do something with it. So I had actually just acquired, I had a pink truck. Do I want to get more pieces or just this one piece? I'll get one more just to be safe. I had just gotten a pink truck and I had built a lava wood display case for it and a pink trailer, the big trucking trailer, and I'd put it in there. And I took my boxed alpha axe and my unboxed alpha axe and my pink wood. I was so proud of my pink wood. Put it in there, all in there, went to bed, and I kid you not, I woke up the next morning, logged on. Defaultio had updated the game and removed pink wood. I didn't even get to keep my pink wood for 24 days. To this day, I would donate to Defaultio's work in return for the hopes of him maybe bringing back the opportunity for us to get pink wood from the Yes Store sign. But it'll probably never happen. It's a nice dream. Oh man, 26 minutes already. 26 minutes. We're gonna have just enough time to maybe get this all back to our base and wrap up our first episode. I appreciate you all staying in there with me, as painful as it is. I am a little bit nervous about starting a stream, and it's definitely something a little bit different for me than what I would normally do. I'm kind of shocked I'm back to gaming at all after I swore I was retiring from it and wasn't going to return. So we just have to kind of play this out and see how it works. Hopefully, as time goes by, it'll become more comfortable and natural and enjoyable for everybody. If you have some ideas on some topics for the channel or other games you'd like to see played, maybe we can squeeze those in and do some episodes of some Let's Plays and start from ground zero on some games. Oh, there's a tree right. Oh man, there's a tree right there. Go a little bit more to the right. Drop this one down. Oh, and there's our truck. Man, I'm gonna have to cut this one down. Let's see if I can cut it right here. Chop, 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 man. Is this walnut? I think this is walnut. Man, these trees take forever. There we go. I think that'll work. Alrighty. I think, unfortunately, the modded sawmills don't work anymore. I think somebody told me that they were patched, an old friend of mine. So, at least we won't have to worry about how to cut them. We just need to be able to cut them down to fit them in. I always try to cut as close to these knuckles as possible. That way the wood actually will fall apart at these joints. Right here, what is that? There we go. When they fall apart at those joints, it makes life a lot simpler. There we go. Right there. It's kind of an extreme angle to it. Now I get straight across. There we go. And try to get in here. There we go, not bad. Oops. Oh, shoot. See, the wood is still just as sensitive as ever. Does it hate when I walk on it still? Oh yeah, it's kind of moving all over the place, isn't it? I wonder if that's because it's so light, being a small tree, versus the heavier trees, you can kind of get away with manhandling a little bit rougher. Got some of this supplies in there. Yeah, that one in there. I wonder if we can fit the whole tree in the back there and the other one to get it home. Save a little bit of time. Oh man, no, it's just bouncing everywhere, and then we gotta take out these knuckles. What a pain. What a pain. This thing is gonna scream and yell at us, isn't it? I feel like this whole truck's gonna go flying here in a minute. Alrighty. Now, we're going to see if we can get lucky enough to just take this whole tree, which I'm sure we won't. This might be a big mistake. Yeah, let's go ahead and cut it right here. Let's see if we can't just pick this up, and then can we sneak this piece in without too much trouble? Yes. There we go. Come on. Come on. Just looking for some luck. Get on there. There you go. Alright, come on. Let's try this. That is working way too well. There's our 30-minute mark. Alright, let's go ahead and get this bridge back down. was it that was asking for some assistance earlier? Boy Master Ty. Is that you? Boy Master. Well, Boy Master, if you happen to watch the stream or the video later, I appreciate how polite you've been, and I have no problem at all giving you a hand. And hope to see you again in the future. I will warn everybody in advance, I will not be adding my fans to the friends list. There's just not enough room for it to, for it to work out that way. Or else I would. But it wouldn't be fair to have some of you and not everybody. So, unfortunately, we'll come back here, we drop our green off. And it looks like Boy Master is busy at the moment. We will go ahead and drop off some of our wood. Exploiters. I think he got another donation. It's his lucky day. Right over here. I don't know. I think this stuff's gonna be too small in it. Probably should have just cut it and left it behind. Cut. And let's see if this guy fits in here. Oh yeah, we're good. Let's see here. Go ahead and cut this one right here. See if we can get this one. Oh yeah, won't be too long. Ah, too long. Alright, let's try this again. Throw this little piece in here. And we'll run that one back through, and we should be good to go. It's already cut, I think. Yep, there we go. Run this one through. Oh, come on. There we go. That'll be a bigger piece. Luckily, I do remember that I got the power, so one unit fills in the blueprints. Thank goodness. We'll probably do a bunch of this cutting off camera and loading of the blueprints I haven't decided whether I want to do that stuff off camera or whether I will share some of it with you guys or all of it. I guess leave a comment behind and let me know how you would like to see it. Do you want me to see me play full through like this? Do you want me to skip through stuff? I mean, what's the preference? Would you rather see me do some more live streams so you guys can interact as you start coming in and finding me here? What would everybody like to see? Because without feedback from you guys, I'll never know how to grow or change or keep everybody entertained in a positive way. I don't think any of this is big enough to go through. Is this one too long? No way, it's too small. Just in case, we'll snap it. And set it back there again. Yep. Yep. Up. Nope. Yep. Yep. Up. There we go. And yeah, it must have been too long. Oh, just when you thought you were done. Oh, there's a bunch more. Alright, let's get this piece in here. This piece is too small. Throw everything through the shredder. I really wish I'd taken the time a few years ago when I was still playing heavy to build a single unit saw. Oh, come on. So that way as I process the wood like we are tonight, it would be automatically cut to the size we needed. And one more hit. Really messed that one up, huh? And a Lumber Tycoon player am I? Can't even cut wood. Actually, I wonder if I can cut that one off like that. And then figure out what I'm doing, we'll cut this one. Ah, he is exploiting. Can you see him? I really don't have anything against exploiters, but you should really try to not do it while somebody's streaming. I know you guys don't know me yet, but that's the point. You never know who's in here. You never know who's in here playing with you and where it's going to end up or who's going to see it. And it's just a shame. Honestly, the exploiters who are exploiting, if they weren't running around bragging about it so much and playing in private servers or keeping it to themselves and staying hidden, they would have nothing to worry about. And a lot of the stuff, when they get patched, they could continue to have their ways around everything and continue gaming that way. But for some reason, they have to have a bragging right about it, and they get caught, and away they go. Get their accounts banned, and then they get upset, and stop playing the game, and they blame people instead of taking responsibility for what they did for themselves. Instead, it's too much easier to say it's so-and-so's fault instead of, oh, I made a mistake, which is unfortunate. And I get it, it's very difficult to own up to the mistakes we make in life. It's really difficult to take ownership sometimes, mainly because of pride. But we should always try to do our best. And in we go. Awesome. A couple more pieces here. guess we'll let this one get stuck right here. And right there. Cut that one there. There we go. Really sticks through. Again, all this stuff's probably too small and not actually going to mill down. I guess a couple little pieces there. Sure, it'll be just painful enough later to get through it. Put it right here, and in it goes. Oh, just about wrapped up for the day. Wow, there we go. Get this one. This log. There we go. Getting that roof is going to take a little bit of coordination and time with a friend, because we're going to have to do double placements at the same time. Hopefully we get somebody in here this coming week and we can get that finished up. I'm not even sure how I'm going to finish it yet. You see how the first part of the house over there, which obviously has a much smaller roof. I guess I'm going to bring this side over, if I can get over here. This side over here is going to come straight back, and then I guess I will blend this in. But then I'm not quite sure how to do the back here unless I just extend the house out further back to here and build up off of continuing over from where the garage is. I guess I could do that and turn this into bedrooms. Right now I have a big garage with some workshop space. I have a living room, a little kitchen area set up, you know, from all the very original stuff I did. What's going on over there? Getting really curious. All these codes that are coming up into the chat there. Finish taking care of our wood. Working on getting out of here. And in it goes. Alright, let's go ahead and shark park back up here. Get some wood around with us. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm not sure he needs any money at this point. Let's find out. Do you still need Oops. Do you still need money? Would you like to stop by for a shout out on the channel? Indeed. Yeah, sure. Meet me by the big house. Oh, that's a good question. What is it? Let's go look real quick. Where are we? That's not what I want. Oh, how embarrassing. I don't even know what our channel is. How do I bring people to my channel? Branding? No. Advanced? Feature eligibility. Oh, here we go. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Dang it. I think. Sorry if I'm wrong, guys. I will be more prepared next time, I promise. hashtag. Hey, thanks for stopping by, guys. I hope you really like the build. Hey, thank you guys. It's been about an hour now for our first episode. I appreciate everybody's time and patience and sticking in here with us. I hope you all enjoyed everything that was going on and the conversation in the company and seeing how we go get the the greenwood or the zombie wood as we call it up in the swamp over there. And unfortunately, maybe next time we'll be able to get to the top of the volcano and blow the bridge down. So don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And we will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much. Have a good night.